Howdy, y'all. Lone Star Rider here. I am live, and I see Papa Tex is on. 3 minutes late. Not too bad. I couldn't figure out how to hop on this thing. Well, that's crazy. Well, guys, if y'all have any questions while I'm talking, please answer that and ask over here in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Also, this week has been a crazy week. Right now, I'm in Barbersville, West Virginia. I've been here before. Guys, if y'all are not subscribed to me, please go down and like, comment, and subscribe. It will definitely help me out on my ride here. All right, I was going to pull up my notes here and take a look what's been going on for the week, which has been quite crazy. Let's see here. Monday. All right. All right. The Sunday. The first thing is last Saturday I was at a conference for my business in King of Prussia. Hey, Bandit Nev, good morning. And that went really, really well. And I was in a hotel at King of Prussia, and I quite enjoyed the conference, and everything went really good. Information, a lot of good promotions and stuff like that. So if y'all want to know any details on what I do on earning money, email me, rexjc@mac.com. That's mac.com. It's a good business that I'm in, and maybe it'll help you make some money too. So, all right. After that night, I found out I had a slow leak in the tire, and which was driving me crazy because it was a brand spanking new tire. What can I say? And I know you're not supposed to plug motorcycle tires, but I found somebody in where was this at? New Holland, Pennsylvania. And the guys there at the Suzuki dealership plugged my tire. They did an awesome job. And they also donated the service that they did, which was pretty close to $50. That was really nice of them guys. I really do appreciate that. So if you're ever in New Holland, go by the Suzuki dealership there. It's not hard to find. That's pretty much, yeah, I have too. And I have had Bandit Nev put in there. He said he's plugged tires before with success. I've had tires plugged before with success, and then I have tires that did not work out real well. Actually, the time that I did it before this, the tire split after a couple hundred miles. I'm glad this doesn't look like it's gonna work, and I hope so, because it's a brand spanking new tire. $300 for buying the tire and putting it on is a lot of money. Yeah, definitely for sure. Well, after I left there, I ended up heading over to Hershey, Pennsylvania at Hershey's Chocolate World. I spent $15 in candy. I was disappointed in Hershey's Chocolate World. Yes, I know. Lost on Land. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Hershey's Chocolate World was a disappointment, but I still loved visiting there. David Boiling, hey guys, first time on live stream with you. I'm glad to have you, David. Good to see you. Yeah, Hershey's Chocolate World. The disappointment that I had was that they don't do factory tours. I really, really wanted to do. Yeah, yeah, you did warn me, Lola. Uh, is they don't do factory tours anymore, and they quit that back in the 1900s somewhere there. Um, but I did love Hershey's Chocolate World. I thought it was pretty darn cool. The ride that they kind of replaced the. Hey, Stacy Overman. By the way, I'm in Stacy Overman's studio here. That's why you see all this stuff up here. Anyway, she's got a nice little studio. And if y'all are not subscribed to her, I did a video on her. You could do a search for it and check out her channel. She has a awesome channel, especially for finding out. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Anyway, go check her out. Ralph, hey, from Colorado. Good to see you, man. Maybe I should be doing these on Saturday instead of Friday. It looks like I get more people on. Soul purpose. That's what she does. She'll help you find your soul purpose. She's an awesome lady. And Larry and her are basically family to me. They are awesome. And I'll tell you here in a minute why I'm here back in Barbersville, West Virginia. All right. Well, after I left there, Hershey's Chocolate World, I found a parking spot. And then the next day, I was headed over to Du Bois. And in Du Bois, I ran into hell. And I don't literally mean hell like hell, brimstone, fire. I'm talking about the little ice balls on the highway. And I had pulled under a bridge, and I was starting to get soaking wet. And it was too late to put all my rain gear on because I was already wet. And hell hurts when you're on the motorcycle. And after the hell quit, I said, well, I need to go find a place to hang out because I was looking at the radar and it was not good. So I went on down the highway. It was still a light rain. And I saw this sign that said McDonald's. So I exited there, and it was in Du Bois, where I was wanting to go anyway for the night. And I pulled off, and where it teed at the junction, it said 2 miles to the McDonald's. And I was going, oh, man, I thought it was just off the freeway. It's going, darn. So I went on down, and when I arrived at the McDonald's, pulled in, parked, it started hailing again. And this was about a quarter of an inch to a half inch hail. Got in, and I did a video on that on YouTube. You can go check it out. And it was just a crazy day. I decided I was getting a hotel. I said that was it. I was supposed to be going over and see an EMT fan rail that evening, and I didn't get to see him that evening. And I called him up and told him to say, hey, I ain't going to make it. And I booked a hotel room, the Fairfield Marriott, that was about a mile back up the road. So when the rain lightened up, it was still a light rain. I hopped on the motorcycle and went over there. Well, I passed it up from what the GPS said, and I didn't see it. So I turned back around, and all the lights were off at the hotel. So I parked in the parking lot, went inside, and they had flashlights going on in there. It was pretty wild. And they said, well, we can't check you in. And I said, all I want to do is get a hot shower and get out of these wet clothes and get dry clothes. And they said, no, the electronic keys are not working, and we can't check you in because we have no power. And I said, well, I'm hanging around because I had a reservation, and waited around for a couple hours, and then the power came back on. Oh, but in between that time, I changed my clothes into dryer clothes in the bathroom, had me some hot tea, and everything was good. And when the power got turned back on, they upgraded me to a suite, which was a really nice room, and went in, and had a good night's sleep and stay, and dry. So the next day, I went over and I went and said hi to EMT Fan Rail. And he's a fellow EMT medical person. And let's see. Thanks, so glad, Ralph. I think you would get more people if you would advertise it a day ahead of time. Well, I have been. It's always supposed to be on Friday at 7, but sometimes circumstances don't allow me to do that. I don't have internet. The timing's off. Storms are happening. Whatever. Something happens and I'm not able to do it. But at 7 p.m. Central at every Friday is when I'm doing the live video. So y'all can write that down. And I do my best, so I couldn't do it yesterday and ended up doing it today. So if I don't do it on Friday, it'll be on Saturday. And I did advertise it a couple hours later. I did post a schedule, and it's supposed to send out emails that I'm doing this. 23 hours a day here. Yeah. All right. So, Bandon Nev. Let's see. Driving a car on hell is terrible. I can only imagine how bad it was. I even had this thick leather coat, and the hell was pinging me. Bang, bang, and I could hear it real hard on my helmet. Let's see. Been in a daylight savings, Rex. Yes. You got it. Good, Ralph. Well, I ended up seeing EMT Rail Fan. He's a fan of railroads and stuff like that, and he's an EMT. And I visited him at work. We went and had lunch, had an awesome time. Awesome fellow. So y'all give him a search, or later on when I get a chance, I'll put his link down below. And I will be putting up a video of our meetup. Very cool guy. I was really hoping to meet his family, but that didn't happen. So because of the storm. Well, I continued on and I ended up, when I was there, I met this awesome lady, Barbara, at, what was the name of that? The Bucktail Restaurant. Very cool. She was an awesome lady. She was hard of hearing. She couldn't hear us very well on our orders, but it was still pretty cool. Really neat lady. I stayed at a Pilot travel center that night. Got a shower in, whole bit, good stuff. And then the next day, I headed out and I stopped by McConnell's Mill State Park. And it's an awesome state park. The only thing is that to get to the mill and the covered bridge is a real steep embankment to get to. And my clutch has not been doing very well. Actually, it got worse and worse as today come, which I'll get to here in just a minute. And thank you, Ben and Neb. I appreciate that. But it was worth it. I went down, and I was already committed going down the hill, which was, I guarantee it was like this. Going down and this turn and down again. And I didn't know how I was going to get out of there with the clutch the way it was slipping. But I did get to see the bridge and the mill. It was all awesome. And I asked the park ranger if he could tow my trailer up, and then I go up on the motorcycle. He said the hill wasn't that bad going up in the opposite direction. So I gave it a try, and it wasn't that bad. Just went up and made it out, which is really a good deal. Well, I stayed at let's see here. I stayed at an AT truck stop, and what was really interesting in that truck stop is like it's in the middle of nowhere. And anyway, I went to sleep, and when I woke up in the morning, I was hearing people go, there's somebody sleeping in that trailer. They were laughing. They couldn't believe that. I heard that twice. I think I need to put a curtain over the window or something. So it's crazy. So anyway, I get up and my goal yesterday was just to get to Barbersville, West Virginia. And that's where Larry Overman and Stacy. Ralph, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. You are awesome, man. You're going to make me cry here on live YouTube. Was to get here, and I had to take my time because the clutch is slipping really bad. I ordered a clutch on Thursday with Kevlar lining. And yeah, Redneck Renegade. Hey, brother, how you doing? Good to see you on. I ordered a clutch kit with Kevlar because it's supposed to be great, last longer, and the whole bit. So I ordered it, and it cost almost $200 to get it shipped within 2 days altogether, the whole cost. And which money I didn't have, but has to be spent. So I headed to Barbersville because last time we worked on the bike, we put a new race bearing, clutch, and a compensator on there back almost 8,000 miles. Yes, I've been on the road 8,000 miles since I was in Barbersville, West Virginia. That's because I left there, went to Sturgis, and then came back to the Northeast. So quite a bit of miles put on. But the clutch should have still last longer, and it's not doing it because I got a feeling it's because of the trailer for sure. And maybe my clutching needs to be kind of changed. Larry said I need to just let it go and not feather it. So we'll see. I have been changing the primary with the clutch every 3,000 miles. That means I changed it twice, and I don't think that helped at all. Anyway, I am here in Barbersville, West Virginia, and the clutch was supposed to be here today so I could get it put in and then leave tomorrow. Well, that's not happening because it didn't come today. It got delayed because of some kind of electrical problem, and so blah, 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 blah. I heard from UPS. And I really don't want to say anything bad about UPS, but they suck. I bet I was on the phone a good hour and a half. It's crazy. So the clutch is supposed to be here, and they said they were gonna try to push it to get here Monday morning. So if that happens, that means I'm going to be leaving Tuesday, which is going to delay me in stopping and seeing a couple of people that I was going to see. I may not be able to see you guys. I am going to send out emails to those guys and let them know because I have to be in Dallas for the American Diabetes Association Tour de Cure. It's real important that I be there, and it's real important to me, and it's important to some other people too. So, and if you're in Dallas and you want to go see South Fork, where Dallas is filmed, you know, the TV show, you can actually see me there. So I will be there. And then I have some other things to do in Dallas. And then I got Lollapalooza that's coming up the next weekend. And then I'll be heading down to Galveston, which will be pretty darn cool. Let's see. You are awesome, Ralph. I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You are awesome. All right, guys, if y'all have any questions here, how long have I been on? 20 minutes. I got through the week pretty quick. It's been a crazy week. It really has. I've been babying that clutch just to get here all week. The tire had a screw in it, brand spanking freaking tire with screw, got patched, and them guys were awesome. Got to see Hershey's Chocolate World, which I was hoping to do, but a little disappointed, but still an awesome place. All good. Papa Texas. Thanks, man. You are awesome also. Let's see. That sets is Rockport Rex. Rockport, Rex fasting. Ralph, you're going to have to explain. I'm not totally clear about that. Anyhow, correction, Rockwall. Oh, yeah. Rockwall. Pop, Texas, you are crazy. You are awesome. I want to thank Stacy Overman again for letting me use her studio here. It is an awesome studio. Got her little ring light. Her dog's over there being nice and quiet. And looks like Monday I'll be putting Larry and I will be putting in that clutch, and we will be getting that in there. And I will probably be leaving here on Tuesday morning, unless we get that done early, and I don't expect that to be happening. And I don't expect that from UPS after all the rigmarole. Anyway, all the stuff that I went through on the phone. I got like 3 different stories from them, from 4 different people. Then first off, they promised to call me back, and they didn't. And I had to call back, and they had records of it. It's a good thing. Oh, yeah, the show. It's in South Fork. That's yeah, you're right. It is, but it's north of Dallas, so it's over that way. Anyway, and I won't quote you on that. Rockwall, I believe you're correct. And I've never been there, and I lived in Dallas Fort Worth all my life, so we'll see if that well, most of my life. East of Plano, that is correct. The American Diabetes Association Tour de Cure is a Dallas Fort Worth event, and it used to be held at the Motor Speedway, which I actually like that place better. Well, maybe I won't after I see what happens in Dallas. If y'all know anybody that wants to do photographing of the event, let me know. There's some things. I had some promises that that's one of my jobs with the committee, that there was supposed to be a group of photographers coming out there, and I am not getting responses back from them. And also any EMTs, paramedics that want to volunteer, get a hold of me, rexjc@mac.com. All right. I think that is good for now, unless anybody else has a question. I appreciate the donations. That is awesome. You guys are just awesome. I love you. And I love each and every one of you who are online now, and everybody else who watches and supports me. I've got to do some reevaluation on raising money for the American Diabetes Association. I am a little behind on my $90,000 goal, but it's going to happen anyway. It will. I'm going to make sure it does. All right. Be safe out there, my friend. Take care. Thank you, Lola. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you and Papa Texas and the rest of the guys at Lollapalooza. That's going to be at Cedar Creek Park. And Lola, put the date down. And if y'all guys want to see me there and all these other awesome YouTubers, you can meet us up there. It'd be cool. But we will be there. Anything else? Any other questions? Nope. All right. Well, guys, I am going to sign off again. Thank you, each and every one of you. Let's say, did you get the leak fixed in the trailer? Don't have to answer. Have a good one, Rex. Yes, I will answer. Yes, I did get the leak in the trailer fixed. The guys from Trailer Time fixed it. They put another trunk lid on, which solved the problem. The only thing is it doesn't look as pretty as what it did, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't leak. So, yeah. Thanks for all having the great days. I appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you supporters out there and everybody else. It's awesome. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and I'll catch y'all on the road. Let's see. Yeah.